Hey everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and it's once again Weigh-In Wednesday. So if you were here last week, then you know last week I weighed in at 301. And this morning I weighed in again at 301, which brings my loss for the week to a big fat 0. And I really don't have any good explanation for why. I don't have one. My lines have been bright this week, and if you don't do bright line eating, then that basically means I stuck to my plan. So theoretically I should have lost, but I didn't, and I guess I just have to chalk it up to things happen. I know weight loss is not linear. I have been tracking my loss since the beginning, and I did hit a rough patch a few weeks in after I'd lost about 20 pounds where my loss slowed to less than a pound a week. So I just gotta kind of wait it out, I guess. I don't know why this is happening. So yeah, my food has been really good. I did have one incident this week that was kind of fuzzy, but it wasn't bad enough, I think, to have kind of derailed my loss for the whole week. What happened was basically, I knew I was going to have to eat out lunch one day. We were going a couple towns over to do some errands, and so I talked to my friend and asked him if he knew of anywhere that we could eat that was Brightline friendly, because he knows what I can eat. And he suggested this Chinese food place that has a Mongolian grill. Now, I don't really like Chinese food, first of all, but I was like, well, I can do the Mongolian grill, because if you're not familiar with what a Mongolian grill is, basically it's like a stir-fry bar. You pick all your vegetables, you pick your meat and your sauces, and they grill it up and you're good to go. So I brought my travel scale with me and thought I'll just do the Mongolian grill. And we got there, I weighed and measured my food and took it to the guy to have him grill it, and the guy proceeded to put a big giant ladle of I don't know what over my food. And originally I thought it was broth, but when I got back to the table and took a bite, I realized it was not broth. It was very, very, very sweet, almost like a watered down teriyaki. So I couldn't eat it. And unfortunately, nobody there spoke English. I tried to ask a couple of people what was in it, and nobody understood what I was trying to ask them. So I ended up having to go to the Chinese buffet. And like I said, I don't really care for Chinese food. To me, it looks like yesterday's garbage. Honestly, no offense to anyone, it does not look appetizing to me. So anyway, luckily I found like some baked chicken thighs and some green beans, and they had a little bit of pineapple at the salad bar. So I had that. I weighed it, so I know I was within my portions, but unfortunately I don't know if there was any MSG in the food. And for me, MSG is a really big thing, because my body goes haywire when I have MSG. If I eat enough of it, I will literally blow up like a balloon and be in pain from head to toe. Like every joint in my body will hurt. And then also I'll get this massive eczema breakout. And I haven't had the pain, but I suspect I have been retaining more water than usual, and I'm having a big eczema breakout on my hands. So I'm kind of suspicious that the green beans, and maybe even the chicken had either had MSG added to them or were marinated in them. I don't know. I have no idea. It is what it is. I wish I had an answer for it, so I wouldn't have to go through these weeks where I don't lose, but it happens. And I've been tracking my weight loss since the beginning, and I have had weeks where I don't lose anything. So yeah, it is what it is. So I just gotta wait it out. It is disappointing, because I'm doing everything right. And when you're working so hard to get to a goal, and you're so close to a goal like I am, it's very frustrating when all of a sudden it's like you hit a brick wall and you can't seem to get past it, and there's no reason for it, and you can't think of any way to fix it. There's nothing I could think of that I could have done better this week that would have ended in better results for me, I guess. So yeah, it is what it is. And this week is also also been kind of disappointing because it's summer now, and the reality that I'm not going to be able to partake in a lot of summertime foods is kind of a bummer, I guess. Like the other day, I was driving past the mall with my friend and realized that they are building a new Menchie's. Menchie's is like a froyo bar. And I love Menchie's. Like, I associate a lot of good times with Menchie's. And in the summertime, truth be told, I consume way too much of it. Like, we're talking 2 or 3 times a week, which is way too much. And I guess just the reality that I'm going to have to sit out this summer is kind of a bummer. You know, on a day-to-day basis, I don't really struggle with this no sugar thing. But every once in a while, something that I used to enjoy, that I associate with good times, will come up, and I guess I kind of grieve it, you know? It's kind of a grieving process knowing that you're not going to be able to have it. Or that, I guess not able to. If I wanted to have it, I could have it. But at the end of the day, I don't want to have it because I know that this plan is working so well for me, that I don't even want to open that door. I don't want to worry about the addictive properties of sugar or flour taking hold of me, I guess. Because right now I do have a lot of peace with my food, and that is probably the best thing about this plan, is the peace with the food. It's so nice to not think about food all the time. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at this week. I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm hanging in there. I just got to keep on pushing, keep swimming, keep working towards that goal, and hopefully by the time I check in next week, I will have better news. So I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.